There are some battles between good and evil that never make it into history books. But in one forgotten town, deep within the woods of Pennsylvania, a priest once faced a demon so powerful, even the flames of hell bowed before it. This is the story of the cross that burned the demon. The year was 1978. A small town named Hollow Creek had always been quiet, a place where everyone knew everyone, and the church stood tall at the center, its bell ringing every Sunday morning without fail. But lately, strange things had begun to happen. Cattle were found mutilated in fields. People claimed they heard whispers under their floors at night. And children spoke of a tall shadow watching them from the edge of the forest. Father Gabriel, the town's priest, had been there for over 20 years. A man of faith, but not of fear. Until the night he found a mark, burned into the church door, shaped like a serpent wrapped around a cross. That was the night the whispers reached his room. Father Gabriel woke to the sound of a child crying outside his window. He rushed out, holding his lantern, but there was no one there, only the cold wind and the sound of rustling leaves. Then he saw it. Carved on the church wall, glowing faintly red, were the words, "You cannot save them." The next day, the townsfolk gathered in panic. One of the villagers, a woman named Martha, claimed her husband was lifted off the ground by an unseen force the night before. His eyes turned black, and when he spoke, his voice was not his own. Father Gabriel decided to confront it. He locked himself inside the church and began to pray. But as he recited verses, the candles flickered out, one by one. The air turned ice cold. And from the darkness, a voice whispered, "Your God does not hear you here." Father Gabriel's faith began to shake. But he remembered something his mentor once told him. The cross is not just a symbol, it's a weapon if held by true faith. He went to the church's old basement, where relics were stored, forgotten, dust-covered, and ancient. There, he found a small wooden cross, its surface charred and cracked. An inscription on the back read, "Blessed by fire, forged in faith." As he held it, the walls trembled. He heard footsteps circling him though he was alone. Then suddenly, a figure emerged from the shadows. Tall, faceless, its presence choking the air. The demon, as like burning coal, and a grin that stretched too wide for a human face. It spoke through many voices at once. "You think wood and faith can stop me?" Father Gabriel raised the cross high. It began to glow, dim at first, then brighter, as if something inside it had awakened. The demon screamed. The church doors slammed shut, and flames erupted, not from hell, but from the cross itself. The flames surrounded Gabriel but did not burn him. He walked through the fire, chanting in Latin. Each word made the demon shrink, its form twisting in pain. "By the power of the Holy Cross, you are bound," he shouted. The demon lunged, its claws slicing the air. But as it touched the cross, its hand burned away into ash. The light grew so bright that the church windows shattered outward. People from the town saw the glow from miles away. And when it was over, Father Gabriel was found unconscious near the altar. The wooden cross burned black once again. The demon was gone, but carved into the church floor, where the fire had touched, was a single sentence: "Faith burns brighter than fire." Hollow Creek still stands today. The church bell still rings every Sunday. And the old cross, now encased in glass, still carries faint burn marks that no one can explain. They say on quiet nights, if you listen closely, you can still hear Father Gabriel whispering a prayer that keeps the demon away.